Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing a VR to the beautiful star over at the Wild Witch channel. And this VR is Elemental Elements or Foundations, I believe is the name of it. And this one is going to be on Earth. It's the first one. And it is a series of questions, and there might be tarot questions. I'm not sure. But let's go over the initial questions, and I'll just answer what I can. I wanted to do this, show in my room a little bit, because I feel like my room is extremely earthy, okay? And the first question is, how do you perceive the qualities of Earth's elemental energy, of the Earth elemental energy? How do I perceive Earth? Nature, Mama Gaia, growth, life, being grounded, having stability, assuredness, everything that is corporealized, everything that is solid is the earth element to me. Everything that we manifest, everything. The food that we eat, we're a mixture of all of it, but I believe in the corporeal form we are earth. So let's see, what is the next question? In what way do you connect with earth's energy in your daily life? I live. No, in all honesty, I feel like it's like my crystals. I am surrounded by my crystals, right? I love them so much. This is my birth. God, they're so dusty. I've got to go through and do this again, but this is my birth stone, garnet. It's a tree made out of all like crystal and stuff that my husband bought for me. Yeah, I got crystals everywhere. Namely, I'll show you over here. I mean, I feel Mama Gaia in this room. You know, I have a lot. I am just surrounded in crystals. This was the first goddess I was ever drawn to. That's Danu, who is like the mother of, you know, like other gods and goddesses. She is the mother of the Tuatha De Danann, who are, you know, like stewards of the earth. More crystals over here. Even drinking and eating feels very earthy to me. After like ritual and stuff, it grounds. Which I'm not really a huge ritualistic person. I am more, well, I guess I'm more ritualistic. I'm less ceremonial, right? And then you can see all the crystals I have over here. I'm just drawn in by the crystals. I love them. And of course, my apothecary, right? All the different herbs that I have. I have a couple other drawers that have herbs in them. Fill over. So when stuff gets really low, if I have access of it, then I fill my jars. I don't consume any of my herbs. These are all for ritual and incense, spells, stuff like that, right? So you see more earthy energy. I love wood. I'm just more like fae, crystals, more crystals, books. Books are even earth because they're made from trees, right? Paper. Yeah. All my decks. Although I could use them with other things, they're still all made with paper. Paper products, wood, cardstock, you know, all the books. Yeah. All right, so what's the next question? How does the element of earth influence your personal growth and stability? I mean, again, I'm alive. I feel like everything that is of the earth, of this reality, is corporealized, which means that there's life. So, in what way, how does the element of earth influence your personal growth and stability? I mean, how does it, my growth, my personal growth and stability? I mean, I feel stable with earth, the earth element, magic, whatever. I feel like this system that we live in is all magic, right? So everything that we do when we are materializing or manifesting is magic, growth, earth. I even look at pentacles as the last suit because you need all the other elements in order to manifest, which is your final suit, pentacles. It's like the culmination of all the other ones. That's what it feels like to me. So the next question. In what ways do you work with earth in your unique spiritual journey? I mean, I'm showing you, right? It's really putting spells into the food, into what I consume, the drink, being grateful, showing gratitude for the whole process of how things come to, come to my plate. Doing work with herbs, doing work with making incense, making oils. And although I believe that, and crystals and crystal gritting, and although I do believe that all those things have other elements in them, they all have earth. They all have earth because they're corporealized, right? They're solid. So I work with it in every single thing that I do because I'm here. So, in moments and disconnect from the earth element, what practices help you to reconnect? Working with crystals, eating or drinking something. If I'm feeling like lightheaded, I will have something to eat, like a piece of cheese or, something like that. Grab a crystal, hold a crystal, go outside, talk to the trees, talk to the animals, give loving to my babies, my dogs. Yeah, that. Let's see. What lessons have you learned from the earth element? What lessons have I learned from the earth element? Well, I mean, I would say the same lessons that I've learned being alive. Just that, like how to ground myself, how to be more steady in my thoughts, to have patience. I feel like earth is like that old sage. I'm sorry, I could look at something a little bit more appealing. I feel like earth is like that old sage that is patient and always there, is a stable place for me to live and prosper and grow, and for me to have my children and for them to grow and, to really plant roots. I feel that, right? So let's see, what else do we got? Sorry if I'm moving a little bit too fast. I just wanted to do something a little bit different than just showing a deck this time. How do you incorporate Earth's energy into your home and environment? You see it. You see it. Just like this. I love like wooden floors and greenery and herbs, working with herbs and yeah, all that good stuff. Is there a new practice or approach with Earth's energy that you'd like to explore? Maybe just getting into making more hands-on spells using herbs again and more crystal gritting. I haven't done any major crystal gritting in a while, and I do have a couple of old videos that I will put right here if I remember, showing how you can create your own crystal grids and how they can be self-generating and self-cleansing if you do them right. Well, you know, the way I see it as right. But you can do it however you want. It's just, I believe that they can be self-generating. You don't have to recharge them every 30 days or every 10 days. You don't have to cleanse them because you've set it already up in place for it to be self-cleansing and self-charging. So, but I do still change them up because I like change, you know. I like to shake things up and change it and, you know, give my stuff a break, even though it could be self-generating like us, because we are self-generating, right? But we also sleep. So I kind of look at it like that too, but I also look like getting the energy from like the sun or the moon, or us giving energy to, you know, anywho, those are what I want to do a little bit more. So let me see if there's a tarot spread, and I'll do that next. Okay, so there was a tarot question, and I decided to use the Earth Magic Tarot by Daniel Martin Diaz. That just seemed like the most logical or appropriate choice. I'm going to read out of the book also and see what it says. So the question is, in what area of my life do I need stability right now? In what area of my life do I need stability right now? And I got the High Priestess. So, for me, that definitely speaks of having more groundedness, because I've been kind of flighty, maybe. I have been remembering way more dreams than usual. Let's see what it says in the book for be more grounded. I need more stability in my own, even my word for this week was foresight. So I'm going to read out of the book. The High Priestess resides in the twilight zone that lies between the conscious and the subconscious world. In this world of shadows, occultism, and witchcraft, she is sovereign, ruler of thaumaturgy, the light magic of healing and casting protection spells, but also dark magic as the art of necromancy and summoning of supernatural spirits. I wonder if this has anything to do with the death practice that I'm doing this year. That is going to be really intense. I've already started it over with my Patreon members, just because of talking about necromancy here. Deeply connected to the moon, she finds her strength and energy in its phases and her wisdom in its bleak and unforgiving light. She offers this wisdom and her intuitive guidance to the seekers who dare to walk into the shadow realm and discover what is lurking in their own inner murkiness. In this gloomy and dusty process, She asks more questions than she provides answers, and her guidance is neither straightforward nor a quick fix remedy. She will ask the seekers to go deep within and look long and hard at their own shadows, traumas, and secrets on their path to healing, awareness, and enlightenment, to embrace stillness, introspection, and scrutiny of the soul. She is a practitioner of ancient rites, secret abracadabra, and other worldly rituals, a worshiper of the arcane and explorer of the paranormal. The High Priestess symbolizes all things mystical, metaphysical, enigmatic, and esoteric, protector and patron for all occult clubs, secret societies, witch covens, and obscure denominations that cannot stand the light of day. The High Priestess does not teach or preach, but she initiates and facilitates a sacred space that goes beyond established holy dogmas or doctrines. She does not try to put divine messages into simple wording, but asks us to simply trust our dreams, intuitive impulses, and whatever mysteries have been awakened deep within us, and just be with it. Feel it and accept it as nonverbal and perhaps even unexplainable. Guidance from above or below, our unconscious or subconscious. So the keywords were intuition, occultism, witchcraft, and thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy. I've never heard that word before, so I'm going to have to look that word up. So, wow. So I need more stability in my life. Probably, yeah, with this death, I've really been noticing a lot of death in life, and how it's affecting so many people. And this has been an ongoing thing for several years now, but it just seems like it has been surrounding us. And it has nothing to do with the time of year. I mean, it has to do with people and animals and endings and new beginnings. Because here very shortly, even my channel here on Amethyst Ascension is going to be taking a change, which you'll find out about that soon enough. But also making changes on my Patreon and just in general, my social medias, and which my Patreon members already know about it. But this death process, I just ended up finishing today. How funny that it talked about necromancy, the death constellation or the death map. And I had last week made a list of just all of the people that have passed that have impacted my life thus far, and then the animals. And it is just that list, not the other ways that death has affected me, but that's what, 25, 35, almost 40 names, almost 40 between animals and people that I have lost, and how it has impacted. And I mean by death, by actual physical death. I don't mean the relationships that I've lost, or the endings of other things, or the old endings of past versions of myself and all that, which will also go into this practice. It's going to be intense for me. Whoever's participating can go in it as deep or as lightly as they need to. But anyways, I think that that's where I need to make sure that I am really structured, because it is really impactful work. It's really emotional work. It's spiritual work. I think it's even kind of taboo a little bit. But anyways, this has been my Elemental Foundations. So please, I'm going to leave a link down below to Star's video for the week 1. Please go and check it out. Please go and subscribe if you haven't already. You can get the PDFs that she has created out of the Amethyst, or the Divination and Spirituality group on Facebook. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you my love always.